Hello, all. Good evening. So, welcome to today's Bank Nifty analysis. So, let's get started with the order flow first. So, as we can see, the first candle, had a very poor order flow in the sense that the candle is has a big, higher upper wick, a red body, although the body is small. But the issue comes with the loss of delta. You can see that almost half of it is lost. So, you know, when we have to consider the loss of delta, generally give weightage to that loss of delta, which is at least more than half of it, right? So this is almost half of the max delta, right? So likewise in the case of negative delta, so at least it should be have to have some significant impact. So the delta is pretty negative. So why I'm telling this, because today's market in broader sense was a repetition of what happened day before yesterday. So why I'm telling this, you can observe the order flow like of the earlier day, this day for example. This was Friday. Even here the first candle, although was it was a gap down, and the market went up, the delta was of the same nature. You can see that there is no significant loss of delta here. So in fact, almost it has lost two-thirds of it, more than half it has lost. So and then market went up, till the it creates a wide range in the first candle. This is the typical behavior which I think uh, it creates a very wide range and tries to give a fake breakout of the first candle, and then there's no follow up, and then it plunges. So it was almost similar when you analyze the market of today as well as Friday. It was pretty much similar, uh, right? You can see that although the range is small, that's it. Only the range is small because the delta is small. So smaller the delta, smaller the range, and it behaves accordingly. So you can see there is loss of delta and creates a higher range. Uh, I mean, both you can mark the both high and low of this, and then the price. You see, slowly inches upside, and there is no delta at all in this up move. So that is where the up move becomes. It is not going up with a higher delta. I mean, whatever this move was there, right? So there's hardly any delta. In fact, it's a sideways, a typical sideways action, and then there is one fake breakout, uh, like similar thing what we saw there, where the delta increases, and again there is no follow. Again, the delta starts to decrease, and you can see the increasing, a delta starting to take place in the original direction, and delta further increases. So overall, you can see the behavior is almost same, but the fall is relatively smaller. So this is a broader observation about how the markets repeat. This was one repetition which took place on from Friday till today, right? So this is why when we observe the market closely, markets tend to repeat. In fact, since we are in the same expiry, same similar behavior we are observing. And coming to the open interest, I had posted earlier that Nifty has more put rating, Bank Nifty has more call rating, hence Nifty is stronger. So accordingly, Nifty gave a good up move actually in the morning, but you can see that the up move also did not last much. It was almost similar to what Nifty did on this day, right? Nifty, it was same thing. Nifty went up and then it collapsed, and here the same thing. It went up and then it went down. So almost similar behavior. I mean, if you have to draw pattern of intraday behavior, so Friday and today was almost similar in that sense. So coming to the open interest, Nifty although was stronger in the morning. Yeah, so coming to the open interest of Nifty as well as Bank Nifty, you can see that in the morning, I think I posted the image at around 10:30. Yeah, so when you look at the open interest of the first, when I posted in the morning, see Bank Nifty was almost like it was neck to neck in the sense that. till at around 10 o'clock, we had more call rating than put rating, although it was marginal. And then as Bank Nifty started to go up, it was very reactionary in nature to expect that calls became equal to puts. But then post that, you can see that the calls did not unwind, much. And then uh, at around 12:15, this was the max, I think, highest point of the day, uh, where the put rating was more than call rating. But now after this, you can see that the call rating started to increase and push started to unwind. And you can see observe this slowly that there is almost calls have taken over the puts. So this is what happened both in Nifty and Bank Nifty, that call rating increase later and puts start on. But you can also see the same in the live OI chart. I think this is a better way to visualize this. You can see that put started to unwind. There's continuous put unwinding prints we can see here, right? The green ones put unwinding, and there is a call rating taking place. So overall, the sentiment turned negative. Now this is where our macro understanding helps us. When you look at the chart of dollar index, that's why I didn't start with dollar index today. There was what the dollar is trying to do is dollar is trying to find some support at the base, and it's trying to bounce. So, I mean, this week we have a strong data which is coming out, CPI data. So we can see that dollar for the moment has created some higher high kind of structure, and it has gone close at the highest point. So this shows strength in the dollar for the moment. And today also dollar, after the initial retracement, it started to go above it. So it is at this time at around 12:15 that our markets also started to fall, and dollar started to go up. And then currently also dollar is inching up, and it has found resistance at the previous swing. So overall dollar is still in a downtrend, but these retracements is what makes the markets jittery and volatile, and markets accordingly behave. In fact, today, one could have traded the USDINR directly, because the USDN gave a very trending move because of the rising dollar index context. So the USDNR, the move was very good in USDNR especially. So overall, the macros as of now is waiting for the US CPI data. Accordingly, dollar is trying to react to that, and making the markets a bit negative. So overall, still the trend is intact. Till the trend is intact, there is no need to think bearish on the markets. And in fact, the data is also not yet so bearish. When you look at the daily time frame of Bank Nifty futures, a simple point which I want to convey is that uh, see, for this entire rally, still we have not retraced. Hardly we have taken any retracement, right? So still, price is sustaining at the higher level. So of course the structure, everything is still bullish. When you look at the 15-minute time frame also, there is this recent swing, which I was mentioning, that Bank Nifty is still, yeah, when you look at the recent swing also, from this swing to recent swing, Bank Nifty has sustained above the 50% level of the fall. So if it is above 50% of the recent swing, so it is healthy picture. Until it doesn't break this swing also, we are still in a kind of inside candle scenario. So the it's a big range which the price has created, and the price is just hovering around this range. So it's like a choppy zone. Price can move in either direction in this zone. So um, one has to be very sharp in analyzing the data, and trends to trade such direction. But overall, you can see that for this up move, the price took resistance at the 0.786 swing level, and it came back to the zero point 0.6 and zero point 0.5 level. When once it broke zero point 0.6, it is heading towards zero point 0.5. That is very clear from the logic. So and this where and today also was Fin Nifty expiry. That is also the context. Overall market, since it's awaiting the Feb CPI data, it is taking some time based correction. Probably based on the future data, market will take the future course. So overall, that's it for today's analysis. I hope it was helpful. Thank you.